Hello and welcome to The Nerve with me, Ethan, and Matt.
All right. I'm Matthew Beard from Cold as a Baseball.
It's obviously not Matt.
No.
That's Capitans. No one can be bothered to join me today, so we have
Last
Simon.
resort.
Last resort.
Always the person who will do anything. Will you play bass live for us?
Yes.
Yeah, go on then.
Will you come to the opening of this shop with me?
Yeah.
Of course.
Have you really? Go on.
Yeah, we're going next.
Oh, brilliant.
That's where we're going next.
Nice one.
Today we've got Prima Volta. They're going to come and join us in the chat. Come and join us for a chat on the sofa in the future. But really, it was in the past. The Nerve Pod here _we _art or something like that. Let's go.
He's got two cameras, which is pretty hard.
He's usually got more hands. It's like Dr. Octopus. Hello.
Hey, all right,
How are you
doing?
doing? Let me pretend that we were all laughing and joking. It wasn't really tense and sinister before. It wasn't. It wasn't. Prima Volta are here. Hello.
Right.
Hello. What are your names, guys, from Prima Volta?
Well, I'm Jack.
He's Jet.
Yeah.
I'm Pete.
I remember you, Pete.
Suppy. I'm George.
And we're missing that Curtis bloke, the bass player.
Yep.
We were talking about him earlier off air, but now we're on air, so we'll talk more about him. And he's pretty all right, actually, when it comes to bass.
That's not what you were saying previously.
Well, yeah.
You've really changed your tune.
Yeah.
Things change. Can I just say, we find this studio a lot more accommodating than we thought it would be.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
One question is,
Yeah.
so I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, that's all right, mate. It's all right.
When the
It's when
cameras
the
on,
lights and the cameras are
I'll
on.
get performance anxiety,
It's
but
fine.
yeah, no, the studio's.
You are erect though, and I can see you're not that anxious.
Yeah, no, the studio's totally better than we thought it would be. Thought there'd be more stains.
Yeah.
and all that.
That's
Well,
plenty.
it's basically now coming across with saying that we've said this is going to be shit.
Yeah, no,
That's what he's
no.
saying, Jack.
Here's the question: what's the rule on profanity and vulgarity?
Oh no, go for it.
Oh.
Obviously,
Is this going to be post-watershed?
yeah, like the internet. Yeah.
I think you can be as much of a cunt as you want to.
Yeah, you literally get.
that's fine.
You can say me like, oh, obviously, if you're racist.
Ah,
I'm off.
yeah.
But no, we're pretty much.
Is that why your bass player's not here? or-
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slipped up.
Hates women.
Yeah.
You have the blonde hair and the docks.
He's got an oil drum in his front room.
Yeah.
It's real dark.
It's really smelly.
He's actually in court. Actually,
What for the Sunday?
with bad court.
Whatever he
bad
did was
court.
so bad, it was so
Yeah.
serious. He
They had
got
to
a
get
call
him
on
on
a
a
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
To open it up, especially.
That's it.
It's the Sunday.
That's it. No, but Curtis went into court and he said, "My only crime is rocking,"
Yeah.
and then he walked straight out. That's usually what happens.
The thing is I feel like you're really taking the piss there. However, that is 100% something I can imagine Curtis doing.
Well, yeah.
100%.
Bless him. So what? So where is he? So he is driving up.
paramedic,
He's a
yeah.
paramedic.
Yeah.
He's a paramedic driver. He drives around the
Yeah.
paramedics. He's essentially a chauffeur for the government.
Right. Okay.
Essentially, he's got a nice little van and he's got blue lights.
To get taken home at the weekends. He use that tour bus, I'm guessing.
No, we wish. That'd be
Yeah.
ideal.
That'd be well
That'd be
good.
like, it'd be good to get through traffic from city to city, wouldn't it?
Instead, we go in his insignia, which is just as nice.
Yes.
But yeah.
Loving insignia.
It's a very noble profession, isn't it, paramedic? And I can dig that. But
I can do it.
is it rock and roll? Is the real question.
There's some rocking and some rolling. I don't know whether it's rock and roll.
Yeah, that's totally right. All right. So what's going on then?
So I don't know what's going on. So thank you for letting me on your podcast. So who are you? So you guys are a Peterborough-based four-piece.
Yeah, yeah.
And where did that originate from? So we'll talk a little bit. We'll do the boring stuff. We'll talk about you guys and what.
Then we'll talk about us.
Cheers.
Exactly. Then we'll have 45 minutes of
That's what we're here for.
In.
Can we stay for that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, yeah.
We need to get your live reactions. Yeah.
Hey, we're allowed vulgarism.
Yeah. Exactly.
Vulgarity.
You should tell the story
Not
of how it
vulgarism.
started
Right.
because I wasn't part of all this.
All right. I was
So-
pissed drunk.
So you were you the start of the band?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I've been talking to Pete. So Pete once today. Sorry to take over straight away, but it's my podcast. But Pete did some. You came to your practice with us. You were going to play a gig with us, and then at practice the gig got cancelled.
That was it. Yeah.
So I always thought you were like, because you do the recording and stuff. So I thought you were, but you're not.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm probably the least important.
Right, so I'll just unfriend you.
It's not, I've already done it.
Yeah. So sorry, you're the originator of the band.
I'm the bloke, yeah.
So what happened? Tell us.
So yeah, I was drunk on liquor, and I hadn't played music in a
What
while.
sort of liquor?
I think it was an assortment.
Okay, yeah.
Some of it, most of it cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap liquor.
liquor.
So I was pissed drunk.
Yeah.
And I was like, I hadn't played music in a while. I was like, right, I want some music. So I made some phone calls. I made some texts. I pulled some strings.
Right, yeah.
You could say I plucked some strings, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I assembled a motley crew of gentlemen to come play music, and some of them stayed around. The first time I met George, he turned up.
So, if I can just interject there, you've taken so many words to basically just say you wanted to get a band together, so you did. You've completely
I was drunk.
Yeah.
I had a vision. I saw it at the start.
Yeah, it's called exposition.
all you basically.
I didn't spell your exposition.
What year was this? When was this?
When was it? Yeah.
It was 3 years ago.
It was
2019.
Oh,
No,
just before COVID.
A little while ago.
Worst
Yeah,
time to start
our
a band.
first ever gig was 3 days before first lockdown.
Yeah.
Which really stunted the
Yeah,
our
we had the
progression.
same thing.
So you didn't know each other? Did you know each other before?
I
this?
didn't know George. I didn't even know Pete until a little while ago, actually.
No, so
Pete
you-
joined after.
You guys did your jazz.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah, up to.
That's alright. There's a bit on that side.
I don't know why I didn't think of that. I said to him about it before you over.
This is a fact that George normally needs help getting dressed. So, not only.
I know. I get
So a
that.
lot of time I choose not to.
Yeah.
I just,
Should see the video. So you did all your jazz. I'd seen you at some gigs before.
Are you talking about actual jazz?
No.
No.
We used jazz loosely to define.
Jazz cabbage.
I was going to say
Yes.
activities, but jazz.
Oh, I see what
cabbage
you
is
mean.
there.
Yeah,
Right, well.
And then you came to the studio I had at the time to record the first song, didn't you?
which was the nothing.
Which was alright.
Yeah, that ended up being probably the best one. Everything else has been a bit downhill from there.
But you came to was it your first time in a band you were recording?
Huh?
Yeah, they've done some gigs.
Oh, okay,
They've
right.
They've
Sorry.
done a few practices.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were a 4-piece at the time with another guy.
Okay.
He was doing. What was he doing? Geometry or
Geometry.
geology?
Yeah, so
No,
in the
geography.
No,
Geography,
you're
yeah.
doing
you
something
kicked him
now.
out.
Yeah.
Gets me right off.
Fucking
Yeah.
measuring shit.
Play the fucking bass.
Measurements. I got a fucking toolbox.
To be fair,
It's almost there.
he was a wizard on the guitar. He was
Yeah,
a
he was
wizard.
He was very talented, but he
Yeah.
had to choose what type of rock he wanted to do, and he chose.
He chose rocks from the ground. Yeah, fair enough. Well,
chose sedimentary.
yeah.
So that happened, didn't it?
So I'm already quite confused on the timeline. So
Right.
let's just recap.
Well,
These-
so are we.
these
So
didn't
are
even
we.
know when they started.
Yeah,
So
honestly.
2019 they started.
Yeah.
They played their first
So,
gig
and that's because of Jack.
because of Jack, who got the other three in an old room and were
Yeah,
like,
he,
"Let's
right,
write
yeah, but
something
he
back."
basically he called up me.
And you guys, because you guys knew each other previously.
No,
No.
so he,
No, so you just called
no,
Jack. You just
yeah.
randomly
Yeah.
dialed a phone. He
He-
went,
he-
"Hey, George, get down, George. It is. Get down."
it was friend of a friend.
Right.
He basically he called me up and said, "Oh, I've got me and my band are going to a rehearsal space.
Yeah.
Can you and our guitarist has pulled out. Is there any chance you can come along?" And I've never played in a band properly before, and so then I was like, yeah, I can, but I'm not that good. And he was like, just come and play the chords, man. Just come and play the chords. And he'd said the same story to everybody in the everybody else that he'd got there, just to get people there. So there was never a band. There was never a band there. But to each person that he invited along, he's told the same story.
Me and my band.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're alright.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you play here often, do you?
So then when we all got there, we were all like, "Are you guys not a band?" And they were like, "No, I thought you guys were in a band."
Amazing. So to that point, there's four.
At that point, there was four
Yeah, there
of us.
was
At that
four.
point, there was four of us. That was a guitarist.
So you play. Sorry, because I just want to. You play guitar
and sing, yeah.
and sing, and you're playing drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said plucking strings earlier, and I was
Yeah,
like,
threw
it
us.
really threw me. I
Yeah,
was like,
no, I didn't mean like that. I was just trying to make like a
So
metaphor.
You tricked. It sounds like you tricked them into it. They weren't
Yeah.
really aware of what was going
That's
on.
exactly what happened.
Remember this. Like I said, I was pissed drunk, when I did this. Okay, there was no rhyme or reason, but there was results.
Yeah,
and
I was tricked, and I need some sort of justice because you know.
I'm wondering if this is legal. I mean,
Yeah.
they had no prior consent, really.
Yeah.
in terms
The
of what
word
they're actually-
gaslighting springs to mind.
Yeah.
Season 5 of You's coming out.
Hey.
Yeah.
Consent's not in our vocabulary.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
And you can quote me on it.
This will be in the
So
tape.
we've established 4 band members now in 2019
Yeah.
have ended up together.
Yeah, but there's not all these.
Yeah, but it
but
wasn't-
one of these.
One of these.
So you're in 2019. You've got 4 random. You guys are there. Curtis, is he in the band? At that
Yeah,
point?
he
he
was
was
there.
So he's just one of the random guitarists.
No, there's another bloke. He was pretty cool.
That's 5.
Well,
That's 5.
That's it.
oh no,
No,
he
no,
was.
no, there wasn't.
No,
No, there was just
there-
one other bloke, not 2 other blokes. There was
So
one other.
Curtis
Curtis George.
and then Pete Mark 1.
No, Pete wasn't there yet.
Yeah, that's what I
Was
mean.
it?
Oh, Pete Mark 1, old Pete.
Old Pete.
Before Pete.
a guitarist.
No, there
you
wasn't
could
no
say.
Yeah, a
Pete.
guitarist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guitar. No, the other guy wasn't called Pete. We're not.
No,
we're
I'm
not
just
going down
saying,
the-
this is Pete
Essentially,
too.
Oh, like anonymous
What
Pete.
they're saying, it's really. I'll draw you a picture in a minute. But there was you, there was George, there was
Etch-a-sketch.
Curtis.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was anonymous guitarist number
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we
okay.
allowed to mention him? Was that?
Well, yeah, of course we can. His name was Reese. He was cool. Or was it Reese? Or was it the other guy? Listen, this is getting really confusing.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Why is it getting confusing? This is our history, but I can't think of it either.
Yeah,
This is our
totally.
history.
Either way, we've ended up here now.
Well, thanks for your time, guys.
The timeline doesn't have to be chronological, okay? You know,
Isn't that what timeline
it's
is?
meant to be vague and mysterious.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
and currently it is.
Were you writing songs straight away? How was that
Yeah,
working?
yeah. Well, no, because all right, that first practice,
Here we go, we know
okay.
this
George turned up and he said, "Oh, I've never really played with a band before. I said, just play the chords."
Yeah.
But what
Um,
chords? You'd written a song?
No, we had nothing.
I'd written
He-
a song, hadn't
He
I?
come with a song,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, it was such a good song, but he hates it.
I hate it. I've got it struck off the
What song
set
was
list
it?
now. After all,
Oh yeah, you keep talking about that one. Never let us play it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that song was just something
it's
else.
just oh
It was
God.
very pretty,
It was very pretty.
and it was kind of lame, but I think in a good way.
Okay, yeah.
In like
I
a
get you.
beautiful.
It was a
Yeah,
sort of it was one of them ones where like the sort of the chord progression was all like sunshine and rainbows, and like the lyrics were death and destruction,
Nice.
and I'm so sad and alone.
Like a
sort of
nice emo song.
Probably not. I don't know, but it was yeah. It's not good. I wrote it and I couldn't even really sing it.
Okay.
So it was one of them
Yeah, yeah.
where you know, verse fine, chorus gets a little bit.
It's a short song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so there's you're not in it.
No,
It's
I'm
4
not
of
part
you.
of this. Yeah.
You've brought a song.
Yes.
Then you write some more songs.
Write some more songs.
Probably not that session.
No, the
No.
next session we
We're
wrote more
talking
songs.
loosely again now.
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
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 How we get into your first gig before COVID is what I'm trying to get at.
All right, so that anonymous guitarist number 1 didn't fancy it, so he left. So we just stuck with me, George, and Curtis. Okay, we thought 3-piece we could do it. He's on the guitar, he's doing the vocals. Okay,
Yeah.
we did a bit of practice. We wrote some songs. We did a gig, and I believe the gig was at Voodoo Lounge. Was it
Voodoo
not?
Lounge, Mama Liz's.
Yeah, we did a bit of that, and we played the first time we played. But like we said, 3 days after, COVID come and shut us down.
Yeah.
The ball stopped rolling. Momentum has gone. So after lockdown, everyone's coming out. We come back together, and George gets his mate in. That other guitarist, what was his name again?
Nathan.
Nathan. Yeah, and he was pretty good. He was
Yeah.
really groovy. He wrote probably our best song. Yeah, but now he's gone, so it's ours now.
That's how it works.
You know how it is. But yeah, he decided it wasn't for him. Fair enough. And then Pete, who we recorded with, said, "All right, I'll have a bit of that." And he jumped in, and he did have a bit of that, and he's still having bits of it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good.
I think we remember that situation very differently.
What?
Or like
Oh, really?
I haven't heard
Oh,
your
not
version
this.
yet, but I already trust yours more.
The version of events is we sent you the song, you released it in October, and in February Curtis came to my house and knocked on the door and was like, "We really need another guitar player, and we'd like you to do it." And I said no.
He didn't consult us before that.
Why did you say no?
Well, yeah, why?
I was busy at the time, and also Curtis plays in a covers band
Yeah.
around Peterborough. They're quite good. Curtis is a very good bass player, but also he's annoying as fuck. I was like, can I do 2 music projects with this gentleman? Eventually,
So
after
you were in his covers band as well, were you?
I only sessioned for them whenever someone couldn't do anything.
Right,
So I
okay.
just sort of opted on, played the chords, as Jack would frame it.
Yeah.
Eventually I was like, all right, we'll come to rehearsal and we'll see how it goes, and it went all right. And then you came to record the second song about a week and a half later, didn't you?
What was that? Astounded.
That was Astounded.
That was alright.
And that's when our relationship really started, because you came, you recorded your guitar parts, and then you left, and I immediately deleted them all and re-recorded them. And that is the premise of how we record now.
You do all the guitar parts.
Well, George doesn't know that yet. George is on the album, but it's mainly only his voice.
Don't believe this.
So you're a proper guitarist. If you're dipping in and out of covers bands,
Yeah.
he's a proper guitarist, isn't he? Yeah.
Top guitarist.
Proper
Yeah.
guitarist.
I'm not.
Can
I'm
you write
not.
that down? I've never had a compliment like that before.
Proper guitarist.
Proper
I will
guitarist.
actually.
Yeah, put it on your posters.
That could be your next song you write.
Including a proper guitarist
Next
and one
song you
that's
write.
not
Yeah.
so good.
I'm a proper guitarist.
Another thing is, now Pete's in the band, he's writing songs, and they're great songs, but they are weird sex songs, and that's the truth.
They are.
Weird sex songs, and George is a bit trepidatious about singing the lyrics of these weird sex songs, because sometimes they get a bit too raunchy. Okay.
Okay.
Here we
So
go.
let's have.
Here we go then.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
now we're
unpa- are we
interested.
going to unpack that?
We are going to unpack that.
I don't think they were too bad.
Wait, so because your latest single is called,
Face for the radio.
and it's a great. I messaged you. It genuinely is a bop.
Thank you very
I
much.
really,
It
really
is.
like it.
Thank
That's
you.
one of his songs that he wrote. Okay. It's
Oh,
not.
that's why I had such a hard on when I said I liked it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just constant. That isn't even about
That's
sex.
not
Yeah,
sex
yeah,
song,
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
that
I
was-
had
that
I had the
was-
lyrics rolling when I was listening to it last night, and
Yeah.
there was-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
that-
I didn't
that
get
one-
sexy vibes at all.
That one, but then we're trying to pinpoint it because between writing that one and writing the
I
others,
think we had to
something must
put it
have
through the
happened.
sexy filter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you've got to bear
I
in
was-
mind,
I
you're
was
getting
try-
the finished product at the start, you know,
Yeah.
the unrefined product.
No,
there was a lot of sexiness.
That one
in
was
there.
done. That one was fine. I wrote that one specifically around people being too ugly to be talented. Think of your One Direction and stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have worked if they were all munters.
You're right, mate. You're
And
right.
that's the problem. That actually there's a lot of people out there, and I think Capaldi's doing all right with it. I'm being serious now.
You're right, though.
But actually, he's the first bloke who's not aesthetically what you'd expect to be on the
He's
front
not
cover of
aesthetically
Time
pleasing, is
magazine. No, I didn't want to say pleasing, but yeah, he's not.
He'd be like that.
But he's got talent, and
Yeah.
actually,
He's phenomenal.
that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
And I think if we'd have had that sort of mindset several years ago, Paul Potts would have been bigger after he won Britain's Got Talent in
Pol Pot.
2016.
Paul
Paul
Potts.
Bot. Yeah, yeah.
Susan Boyle.
So that's what
Yeah,
Face of the
yeah,
Radio
yeah.
is about.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with sex at all. The other one that had the lyrics, "She wants to run a bean on my love machine and
Yeah.
take a tour on me like I'm MTV,"
Oh, that's the
which
sexy
I thought was
yeah.
I
clever.
can see how that's a bit sexy.
There's definitely undertones, isn't
Yeah.
there?
This is what I didn't like, because I thought it was quite deep. But George said he didn't feel comfortable singing that live if his mother was going to be in the room.
So we used
Which
to
I
have a
think's
song
fair.
called "The Way You Taste," which was about oral sex. We used to sing that while Matt's mum was in the audience because
It was written
What?
about her.
yeah, I wrote it about his mum. No, because why not? You know, you're singing it, but it's a little bit. That's a little bit more subtle than Robbie being in my love machine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
So,
yeah, that's what I mean. That's when we're saying it's the sexy stuff. But then again, we're still putting ourselves out there, and maybe we don't know. Maybe our niche is the sexiness. Okay.
Yeah, like a Steel Panther sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Yeah.
You wanted to call the album "Guilty Sex Vibes."
Guilty sex.
Was that because he heard the lyrics?
No, even before, he was sold on that long before
Guilty
we
sex.
finished.
No, I don't think it was guilty sex vibes. Wasn't it just guilty sex?
Or was it Guilty Sex Party?
Guilty sex pie. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. So it's just Pete, the one that's got the craze for sex then.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have like a brand or image then that not really try and force a brand, but kind of is naturally creating over time as you kind of gel more? Is it just the sex stuff?
It's not just the sex stuff.
Whips.
Well, what you got to bear in mind is we're just throwing things at a wall and seeing what sticks. And when
Yeah.
things aren't sticking, that's when you get the semen out. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
That is how that's actually what George built his business on. He's there doing his property construction, and he's like, "This ain't sticking. I've run out of nails. I'll tug it."
So do you feel like you've
Nothing's
have you
fallen down yet.
established your kind of sound and your lyrics and your songs yet? Is that
I think
figured out?
I think it's coming together.
It's. I think we're still getting there now that we've got Pete's come on board. Now we're sort of finding
Yeah.
a new sort of.
The
That tends
album-
to happen when you get new musicians in the band.
We have a high turnover of people,
Yeah,
to be
oh,
fair.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've lived it. I know. Yeah, I've had a high
No,
turnover.
it's been solid enough. 2 years. It was Feb 2021.
what
Yeah.
that you joined? Was it?
It's been alright. We played Leicester.
Time is
Wait,
moving.
was it 21 or 22?
It's got to be 22. It's got to be a
Was it
year.
only last
Can't
year?
be 2 years.
Oh Christ, yeah. In that
Yeah.
case, so my time might still be short.
I think Pete's being modest though. He does have a very big influence in the band.
Okay.
Okay.
That's kindly done.
Not only in musical direction, but in musical erection. no, serious. On a serious note, yeah. But it's like this track that's just come out, Face for the Radio. It's a song that he wrote for the most part, and he's recorded it, and the whole album as well. We couldn't have done that without Pete,
Yeah.
which is good that we got someone in the band that can do that. I can dig it.
And he's a marketing wizard.
Marketing wizard. Yeah. Don't know how he did that.
Thanks.
And I think he's got the key to like time travel as well, because somehow he's able to find more than 24 hours within a day
Yeah.
to do things.
Yeah, he's one of them.
He can just he just tells me about his day, and now he does these things and he does that and he does that. Ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
Ain't got a clue how you do it.
'Cause
It's turning a bit into like a Let's All Bump Pete party now,
I'm really
isn't it?
enjoying
Yeah.
this. In a minute,
Quite a
my
nice
trousers are
podcast.
going to come off.
That's why he organised it. He was like, I just want everyone to come and lick my ass.
Yeah.
Legit. I was feeling really shallow today,
Yeah.
and then here we are.
Yeah.
The thing about licking his arse, he also finds time to shave his arse, ritualistically.
That's really nice.
And I haven't found the time to shave my pubes in like a year.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like my face. Look at that. I've got that going on down there as well.
Another Abraham.
What still with the still with the nose and everything. Still with the nose and everything.
Yeah.
It's got a piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've released how many tracks then? How many?
Four songs out now.
4 singles
Are they?
out.
4 singles.
It's only 3, isn't it?
No, it's 4, George.
Is this
Actually
what from
pay
the current
attention.
album, from the new album?
Yeah. So the album's kind of odd because it's a mishmash of all the stuff that you'd written like before I joined, and the stuff you were playing a while ago, and then new stuff we've written. So I'd say that we probably have found that sound now. It's probably not reflective on the album because there is all that sort of turmoil and change,
Yeah,
etc. and stuff, which is kind of exciting. I think that we're 4 mates that meet up once a week,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And we just have a laugh, we write some stuff,
Get
and we get
groovy,
recorded
get a bit
and
groovy, get a bit sexy.
We get a bit groovy.
Maybe in the future we might get a bit dark, but I don't think we've got there yet.
Fair.
I don't think we've got to the dark place.
Is Face Radio, is that the new? Is that new Prima Volta? Is that the style of stuff?
That's commercial Prima Volta.
Right. Okay.
And it was written to be commercial.
Yeah.
Price. It's definitely the most commercial on the album.
Yeah.
The rest of it is very similar to sort of Head Down and The Standard, which were the first 2.
Yeah.
The Nothing's
Oh,
just
Head Down.
weird, isn't it?
The Nothing is 3 songs in one.
Nice.
Oh.
So as long as 3 songs in one.
No, it's basically 3 unfinished ideas that were
Yeah.
basically in the same key, so we just gone.
Yeah, but it works, doesn't it?
It works.
Yeah,
It does work.
That's the song that what's his name, Nathan wrote.
Mm.
So you know
It's
what I
a good
mean?
tune.
Yeah, it's a really good
It
tune.
gives the vibe of 4 mates having a jam
Yeah.
and just having a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're at the four friends who got on BBC, introduced them once and think they're cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, the lyrics for the Nothing, I wrote them about a prostitute, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
And I'm the one who's got the sex issue.
Yeah,
just-
we're covering a lot of
but
stuff.
again,
Yeah.
that is still subtle. Like the Nothing is the most subtle. It's not talking about that she is a sex. Like it's not talking about
I
sex.
find it's quite endearing that you write songs about your mum.
She's gonna watch this, and you're gonna get a very stern email.
She's going to watch it, she's going to go, oh. And then she's going to be pissed off you're still wearing your coat.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
He's not going to feel the benefit.
He's not going to feel the benefit.
Yeah.
Well, what are the main influences then? What is his main songwriter?
Me and George love the Black Keys.
Love the Black
Can't get enough Black Keys.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Love
love
the
the Black
Black
Keys.
Keys.
We want more Black Keys to be in a band. You know what I mean?
But as soon as I try and take Black Keys like influence and try
Yeah,
and make
then
a Black
as soon
Keys
as
song,
he plays,
it will
as
be a
soon as he
Black
plays
song.
a riff
Yeah.
like
It'll
that,
be a
Pete
Black
goes
Keys
in and
song.
re-records it, and then it's Face for the Radio. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Literally, so that's where we're at now. It's working, so it's cool.
It is cool.
It is
There's
pretty
a
cool.
lot. It's. I think you'd struggle listening to the album and putting it into one genre,
Okay.
which is kind of cool.
But I'm guessing though that's because you've got older songs and newer songs.
Yeah, you've got older
So
songs
going
and newer
forward, there'll
songs
be
and-
probably might be a bit more of a package of. So have you got plans for the next, or is it you still just releasing this album and then you're going to work on the next one? Have you already got songs you're writing? You already got songs.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. No,
What?
when we were making this album, we were writing songs just to fill the album,
Yeah.
and the songs worked. The songs we kept worked. Anyway,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now we're in the process of actually rehearsing so that we're good enough to play live. 'Cause we haven't played live a lot recently.
Yeah.
And the album's sounding pretty tight.
Yeah.
I hope we sound that tight live.
Yeah.
So all our efforts really are going into putting a good show on
Yeah,
at
that's
the
fair,
moment.
that's
you
fair.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
After that, after we played some shows and this album's out the way and whatnot, then I think we're going to get into a pretty consistent process of writing music.
Good.
You know what I mean? And especially now we've done an album, we know exactly what the process is like. We can go into it like, all right, we know how we write songs, how it's going to sound, how it's going to feel. So that's what we're going for. So hopefully it'll all work out.
Yeah.
Doing an album's a stupid idea. And like any other band that wants to do an album, like it's cool to do, but if you're trying for growth, an album isn't the way to go.
Yeah.
You're only going to get one song on the playlists and stuff like that. You can only really pitch one, market one. It's not singles are the way forward if you want continuous growth.
Yeah, or do 12 albums.
I mean, you are talking to the person that made 12 albums in a year, but my view on albums now is that from watching all the listening figures, you get to track 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they just start dropping off a cliff. Like the first 5 songs are really listened to. After that, that's why we just released a 5-track EP, because then 5 tracks is the limit.
Yeah, I agree.
What the attention people can hold now. So
because shuffle's a thing.
Yeah,
people do that and stuff like that, and you're lucky if you get one on a playlist, and you ain't going to get 3 or 4.
I fucking hate it. That you can't release an album and people listen to a whole piece of work.
Yeah, I hate that you can shuffle an album. I think there should be I think on albums you should just be listening to the album.
I'll totally agree. I'll totally agree.
Fucking hell. But I think a lot like we've done an EP at the moment. It's like on its way out, and we put a lot of effort into the track listing.
You do, yeah.
Like you do, because you're looking at all these stuff. You think that's what tells the story the best. What's going to keep the songs flowing the best? It's a bit like writing a set list.
Yeah.
And then when somebody just goes to Spotify, just shuffle that fucking thing. Yeah. Oh, that didn't go into the song right, did it? No, you shuffled it, you prick. Don't shuffle it. I don't like shuffle. And on a playlist, obviously.
Works, yeah.
Fine.
But on an album, totally. It's an experience. You create the album, then you curate the album.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Concept albums of past and stuff like that, they ain't going to be listened to the same.
No.
People will listen to American Idiot and will never understand it.
No, exactly. It doesn't, because it's a story from the first.
Yeah.
And it's a great one, but it doesn't work if you start listening to things out of order.
If you got a book and went from chapter 1 to 7, it would make sense. And it's exactly the same.
Exactly.
So but I think
it makes for an interesting read, though.
It would make for an interesting read if you could read.
Yeah,
it would be all right. So I think there'll be singles and stuff like that.
Have I done something to hurt you?
I don't know. But yeah, well, the album comes out. When does it come out? 9th of June.
Something like that.
That's it, something like that.
We got Are you PRing? Who are you PRing with?
Myself.
You're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
So this comes into the marketing bit. So all the graphics, everything you put on his socials, you've made, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And you're doing the PR. So what you're reaching out to publications, to radio stations, you're just going out.
Playlists. Spotify playlists are the absolute dream.
Yeah.
They are. We don't even bother with Apple Music.
No.
So it helps to know some people who can help you out and sort of say, if you message this person from this playlist, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
And I'm quite fortunate to be able to go up and down the country touring and stuff like that to meet those people.
Okay, because you do tour support for other bands, don't you?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in the second half.
No need.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because you're out on tour. You see, because there was we'll talk about it now. There was a you were with a band, quite a big band. Who was it with? You were telling me you were with. You were touring with.
Photo Finish.
Was it the
that was your old
we're out with the Lunar, so Connor Ball, who's in the Vamps. It's his side project and stuff like that.
Right.
So that was pretty nuts. And then we went out with the Somerset the week after.
Yeah.
He really gets about on tour. He's like a slag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to do the network.
Yeah. That's it.
We did Loomfest a couple of weeks ago, and it was a whole day of just talking to people.
Yeah.
Finding different bands and chatting to them, and just trying to.
That was the London one, the three stage one.
Yeah.
And you were at the Black Heart.
Yeah.
That's a cool place.
It's a really good venue.
That's a really cool place. I think I've you played as well.
Yeah. We played second as well, so there was a few people there, and it was. Do you know what I mean? It was good. It was a good festival. It was a good vibe.
Yeah, it was some big bands. Dream State, right?
Dream State headlines. Yeah, we just put a reel out the other day with.
I thought they stopped.
They did stop.
Right.
And then, because I think that ex-head lead singer was done. She couldn't do anymore. Then they went away for a bit, and then there was then Jessie. I think Jessie's a new singer. I hope I'm not getting this wrong, because it'd be so embarrassing. And then she was like, met the guys at Dream State. I want to sing, blah blah. And then they've got sort of Dream State 2.0.
Oh,
I believe.
There's a new singer.
I believe so. I believe so.
So you didn't watch them at Loomfest?
No, I did. But I didn't see him beforehand. It was the first time I'd seen him live.
First person?
I don't know. I didn't see him live the first time. Am I right? Yeah. I hadn't seen him before. I'd seen him at Loomfest.
We'll have to fact check. We'll have to get Barry on his Wikipedia deep dive, and he'll be able to tell us.
Whack at it.
But no, that seemed cool.
Shall we just go and leave these two?
Yeah,
to
I
think so.
Well, Because to be honest, I
Also,
really
if you're talking about my productivity, this man wrote 12 albums in a year.
yeah, what you weren't joking about that?
No.
That's a real thing that occurred.
In
How did that?
2021, we did 12 albums in 12 months. Yeah, yeah.
How did that come about then?
Lockdowns and shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
How long were the songs?
Some were 4 minutes long, some were.
So
2
we're
minutes
talking
long.
proper songs.
Proper
We're
songs,
not
yeah,
talking
yeah, the
like
proper
nursery
albums.
rhymes.
Yeah.
You did
No.
album 10 was 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, album 10 we got a bit bored, so it was 10 1-minute songs.
Yeah.
And it took me longer to get them exactly 1 minute than it did to write the fucking
Yeah,
songs.
yeah.
It was a fucking nightmare, but I did it exactly 1-minute songs. But anyway, we're not talking about that.
Listen to the Das Capitans episode
Yeah.
for the rest of the information.
Easy last week's episode for further details.
Yeah, exactly. Go back.
I was going to say, where were you recording? That was it. Where are you recording? Do you home record or
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of DIY stuff going on in there then, because he was just talking about promotion
Yeah.
and bits, and
Yeah.
you do all that yourself.
Yeah.
Recording you do yourself as well.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I don't
no.
really know why the other three are here, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, not
So
really.
you write the songs, you promote the songs, you record the songs.
Yeah,
He does the
put
lot.
them out,
We just turn up,
do it all,
and chat
organise
shit.
the gigs and everything.
This is your live band.
And he turns up, and he's a talented drummer.
Yeah.
I've never met
thank you.
anyone who's absolutely off his rocker, but can also hit a beat in time.
Yeah.
John Bonham.
It's a little bit quick. Curtis is an exceptional bass player, but he is a knob sometimes.
Yeah, we've covered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love him, but yeah.
Massive
and then
knob,
occasionally
massive
we
knob.
see you,
Oh.
which is always nice.
Yeah, he's not been turning up a lot lately.
You do have
His
you've
punctuality's
you've
been
got a very good
lacklustre.
voice.
Is
As
this-
well as that,
Is this hungover thing with a kebab kind of normal then? Is this
All
what
the
you
time.
normally
It's
get?
not
All the
really.
time.
it's working, isn't it? You're always building
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
always
garage
working.
or something.
No, no,
Always.
Yeah, sorry, I do that.
Just garages.
Just,
No,
yeah.
No, he's got a
All
full.
the
What was it?
time.
McDermott Property Services.
McDermott Property Services at McDermott Property Services.
We'll beat that.
um,
I don't want your music to get bad at Christmas.
Yeah, actually, if your business really gets fucked, which I don't want it to for obvious reasons, but you might be more available.
Oh, totally.
You've got a full-time job at...
Yeah, I
Mother
work in,
care or something, isn't it?
I work in laser eye surgery.
Oh, that's it, laser eye surgery. Why
Yeah,
don't I think it was
he's
Mother
not the
Care?
surgeon though.
I'm not
He's
the
not the
surgeon.
You
surgeon.
do the
I
marketing.
don't know why you thought it was Mother Care.
I don't know.
I don't do the marketing either.
Oh, what did you do?
Head of
Mother
customer
Care.
operations.
Oh, that was it. I remember messaging you when you posted a thirst trap in your suit. And you're like, oh, first day at get my eyes lasered or whatever it is.
Yeah.
GetMyEyeslaser.com.
Yeah.
$6.99.
Just 4 people in a box.
Just me and my Fiesta
Yeah.
with a pen. Takes your lenses out. Thank you.
There we go. Kickstart.
Next.
Yeah.
That's why this car park really well.
Yeah.
It's a real cool place.
But-
But we all got full-time jobs. I think
Yeah.
that's why that Thursday thing where we meet every sort of week is cool because it's something to look forward to. It's like the start of the weekend.
When we turn up.
No one gives a shit about Fridays.
No,
at
but
work
it
anyway.
is hard to get people together. Like, it's hard. You've got 3 people in your band, and it's
That's
hard to
hard
get
enough,
3 people
yeah,
together. I've only got 4 people in my band, and it's hard to get us all together.
Yeah.
Especially when one's at uni. It's just difficult.
Which one's at uni?
Little Matty.
Little Matty.
Yeah.
He's erratic. He is. I
He's
like
great,
him.
isn't
He,
he? Yeah.
he can play. He can spin. He can do all the
Yeah.
jazz.
But he's first year uni, so it's
Right.
so it's like trying to get his availability is.
Rough.
Yeah, that must be
But-
tough.
But because he's studying music at uni, he does just record and write and stuff, and then we just wake up and we've got a song, so then we can start
Yeah.
working on that stuff. So it works all right, but it's hard to get in the room.
Where are you rehearsing then?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
when they're free, Barry.
free.
Yeah.
Always bloody
Yeah, he's
booked.
selling out a bit, isn't he?
Honestly.
Yeah, I made a booking this morning actually
Did you?
for some other time.
Did you tell anyone that?
Yeah,
He's coming himself.
it's all in the chat. This is when you were on a course or something like
He's
I was
phoned up some
training
more
this
random
morning.
people, isn't he?
Training, yeah.
Come and play the chords.
that.
Who knows who's going to turn
Yeah.
up? We've already got an album.
Yeah,
coming out,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really
Come
good.
and play
Yeah.
the chords.
Part of the
mate.
chorus, I'll have them written out for you.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
And then he'll message and say, what are the chords for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
What time is it? Can we get a fag on the go?
I think I was about to say, I think it's time for a
Yeah.
break.
Cool.
Should we go for a break?
Yeah, it's getting a bit toasty now, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like,
let's go outside, have a little exercise and a kiss, and then we'll come back.
I was about to keel over.
It's not one
We
now.
haven't clickety clacked.
We're not clickety-clacked. We have now.
So you guys alright with that? You happy with the...
Yeah, we're gonna play the game.
Very content with the game.
We're gonna
Looking
play the
forward to playing. We do get overly competitive.
Oh, we're not back in the podcast yet.
That's fine.
Are we not?
Are we not?
No, right, yeah, 1 second.
Oh, right. He's rolling.
Sorry,
yeah,
I
thought
hadn't...
you clapped the thing, and
You
I
clapped.
thought that was
I thought
the
we
thing. You
clapped
don't
the
clap
Sorry.
the thing.
Sorry.
I'm not being funny.
We'll keep-
If this
we'll
is
keep
the
that in.
rules that you're going to be playing by in this little game, I'm
Hey,
not playing.
Throw you off.
I had
isn't
this
he?
like,
Yeah.
like Michael Massey in the 2021 Formula 1 debacle. Do you remember that one? Do you
I do remember that one, yeah.
That's who I am, Michael Massey.
I've been more
Fuck
disappointed
shit
by a
up.
clap before.
Who can I be? Can I be the
You could
Yukon
be
guy?
Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, I'll
You'll
be in
lose.
there.
Yeah.
I'll be Lewis.
You'll lose your 8th championship.
It could be worse, to be fair.
He gets bitches, to be fair.
He does get bitches.
He gets
What, Lewis
bitches.
Hamilton?
Yeah.
Oh,
You would
bitches.
though.
Oh,
You-
bitches.
He's got a little dog, isn't he?
Bitches on bitches. Is that euphemism?
I don't think that's a euphemism. I don't think
Yeah,
that-
yeah, it is.
that's just
Is
sound
that the
like-
game we're playing then? Who gets bitches?
It's a Formula 1 based quiz.
yeah.
Right, no, we're going to do an intros round. Ethan versus, if you watch this before you know. Whoever, it's you versus me. Simon's going to play a randomly selected playlist, randomly selected songs out of a playlist.
Yeah.
Which is this week is
Naughty's rock anthems.
Naughty's rock anthems.
Oh.
Naughty rock anthems.
Naughty's,
I hate
not
them.
naughty.
Sex
Oh, not
themed.
naughty
No,
rock
no,
anthems.
sex themed rock anthems.
Oh, that's actually my specialist
This is called
subject.
Prima Volta songs and a bit of Incubus.
All right, yeah. Naughty rock is my go-to.
Yeah.
I'm really on your side though, because a couple of weeks ago I was sat on that sofa there
Yeah.
playing against Ethan. I beat him, and they've lost the audio from that podcast.
Have
No,
they? No, do you know what?
coincidence that, isn't it?
We're on your side too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justice for Das Capitans.
So, do you guys want to do just the song title, or do you want to do song title and artist, or
No,
just artist?
I think it should be song title or artist. Don't necessarily have to be together. Just do it.
You're casting it out wide there, aren't you, mate? You're casting it out wide.
You could be both if you got it.
Now
but double-
listen, we're all talented musicians.
Oh, we fuck.
and we've got George, so I think that we should go for both.
You want title and artist?
We'll go title and artist.
Oh, all right.
Playing on hard mode.
That
We're
is
playing
hard
on hard
mode.
mode.
Oh,
But listen,
God.
if we lose, the good thing is we're playing on hard mode.
Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was good. And if we win, we'd
Is that
have
a-
given
Yeah.
Is that an impression of
It's Alfie Solomon.
Alfie Solomon? Yeah.
he does a good one.
Oh god, let's have a quick Alfie Solomon. impression.
I'm playing the fucking game. Play the fucking game. Right.
So good.
Right, you want the artist, you want the song title, I want either or, you know what I mean? You want both? Fucking
Can you now
hell.
do Professor Snape?
No, we're not going there.
No,
Oh,
do
come on.
Snape.
I
Please
love
God,
this
do
song.
Snape.
We'll clip this. This is going to be one of the
God,
reels.
do Snape.
Hello. Hello, Miss Granger. I see you've noticed my wand. I've noticed yours too. Consent is not within our vocabulary here at Hogwarts. Cool. All right, let's move on.
They're great.
They're really good, aren't they?
Alfie Solomon, have you watched Peaky Blinders?
Yes. That's good.
Listen,
can
if
you
you
do
think that's
Michael
great,
Caine?
if you think that's great, listen to the album. Okay?
Was it just Alfie Solomon?
That's why I took so many takes.
I couldn't do the voice.
He wasn't happy with the album, he wasn't happy with the accent, he wasn't happy with the snare drum. Alright? Jack's two big bugbears, shit impressions and snare drum.
Yeah, that's
They're
it.
good impressions. I really enjoyed them.
Do you know,
Yeah,
can
well
you do
done.
Michael Caine?
No, I can't do Michael.
You can.
Caine. I
No,
actually
you can
No,
do
you
one.
No, I
can do
can't
it.
do Michael Caine. No.
Do it for the podcast.
Go on for the podcast.
Something about fucking doors and shit. Is it?
That's it. Oh man, that's such a good impression.
Yeah,
No,
you
wasn't
got-
it?
Oh, was that?
No, that was it. Actually, yeah. All right. Let's move on. Let's wrap
Let's play
this
the
up,
Alpha
gentlemen.
Pizzy.
All right.
Ready?
Ready, set.
So we do a title and artist.
Title and
Hard
artist.
mode. Okay. Right.
Oh, he's
All good?
wrong.
Do we have to buzz in or do we just raise our
do a
hand?
shout
Just
out
shout.
first.
Alright,
You can honk if you want.
Ryan's keeping score.
okay.
What about the
Green Day.
Day?
Oh, fucking hell.
He was there, I think, Green Day.
No, that was ridiculous. That's a piss take.
write it down before we start.
Yeah, no, it's funny
Was that
that
an actual
'cause-
start or was that just a practice?
That was a practice, wasn't
That was
it?
a practice.
Yeah.
That was a practice.
That was a
was
practice
practice,
one.
that was practice.
You still writing the scorecard out, weren't you?
That's not even a song, is it?
Are you ready over there, the scorecard?
Right,
Yeah.
he's ready.
So is
Right.
that what we're up against?
Yeah.
Do you do this for a living?
Yeah, this is my job. Yeah.
Ready?
Sex
Kings
on
of Leon,
Fire.
Sex on Fire.
Kings of Leon.
Well played, mate. Good job. Yeah,
Yeah.
6 out of 10. That's 1-0, by the way, mate. It's 1-0. Alright, write it down.
I thought
Right.
I was quite close, to be fair.
You were close. You
You
can
were.
have no points.
I
for
didn't
that.
say he had it, but the points are down now, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Reset those ears.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah.
That's my catchphrase though.
Reset those
Reset
ears.
those ears.
You're going to be on catchphrase any time soon now.
Say what you see. Just say what you see, alright?
Kids MGMT, is it?
Kids MGMT?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Oh, you won't know. But
Definitely not.
Have you just been recording Children in the Playground?
Yeah. My playlist. I don't know what that is. Harry?
I don't know, I've lost on that one.
yeah.
Kids starts with kids making music.
Let's have another 10 seconds.
We're going for another 10 seconds.
Another 10
That was a
seconds.
good
I'm making
shout.
the rules up now. Another 10 seconds.
Sounds like drum beat from Halo.
It does, yeah.
I ain't got it.
No, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
That's 30 seconds, I know. Youth of the Nation.
Oh,
What?
POD.
POD.
No, I wouldn't have got that one.
That's not my
I
bag,
thought
baby.
these were anthems.
Yeah, I'll be.
That is a huge anthem. But
Is it?
I recognise
How the fuck have none of us heard of it if it's a huge
Yeah.
anthem?
it. Play it in the Met Lounge
Yeah.
back in the day.
Do you used to DJ at the Met Lounge?
Still do.
Still does.
You still do?
20 years.
20 years? Fucking hell, I remember being a virgin. Don't show that to Steve, because he'll never book us again. Ever.
Well,
Don't
we're
book
never
us
going to
anyway.
play there again,
That's true,
according
yeah.
to Curtis.
Right.
So it's currently 1-0.
1-0 still, yeah, 1-0 at a default
Yeah.
round.
Reset those ears.
Take a look around Limp Bizkit.
Oh, fuck hell. I was
was
just about
good,
to
that
have
was,
that.
wasn't
I
it?
was just about to have that.
He had that off
ridiculous.
one note.
He did that one note, didn't he? Do you know what?
This is definitely his playlist.
It's definitely bias, isn't it? This is
that's
what he
silly.
listens to when he's driving his Merc.
That was, that was
Just
silly
the first
stuff.
15 seconds of every song.
That reminded me of a ride I went on at Alton Towers yesterday. yeah. It's called
Maybe
Rita.
don't start the
No,
Old Towers
no,
thing.
it goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in
Yeah, Rita,
3.5
we've all done it,
seconds.
yeah.
And that's what it was like. It was like when it goes off, and that's what you were like
Take
there. Yeah.
Right. Scores? Sorry.
Are you alright?
1-0.
1-0. Alright. Reset those ears.
1-0, come on.
Reset your fucking ears, mate.
You somebody, Kings of Leon.
Wow, well done! Check this out.
No, when it comes to Kings of Leon, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. We didn't name them as an influence, but apparently they are.
Oh, yeah.
So far, we've got the two Kings of Leon. How many Kings of Leon songs are on this?
They're
Please
talking
tell me at least 5.
Yeah.
Right,
Was that
score
2-1?
Score 2-1.
2-1.
Alright.
Play, boys.
Reset those ears.
A Panic at the Disco.
Open the fucking door. Close the door.
Close
Close your fucking door.
Because we got the
It's
the
half
band
point
name
each.
and we've got
It's half point each.
Half point each.
Half point each, isn't it? We worked well as a team, though.
Yeah.
I think technically we should form our own super team. Like they did in Eggheads.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could do
yeah.
that, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Smeghead.
Although if we'd have gone by your rules, we'd now be a point up. So apologies.
Yeah, well, you know, listen.
Don't worry. The
yeah,
good thing
yeah,
is,
you know what I
it's
mean.
all right. We're halfway there.
So was it 2.5 to 1.5?
yeah, 2.5 to 1.5.
Okay.
It's got 1 point to pick up.
Audience, what we need to do next?
Reset those ears.
He's getting paid, isn't he?
Right, here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ocean Avenue Yellow Card.
Nah.
Right.
Good.
I knew as soon as I heard the chugging, I wasn't going to get that.
Yeah,
I knew it, it's in, but I couldn't
Yeah.
get it fast enough.
The guy with the fiddle.
Oh,
No, sorry,
you
not
can't
Lost
say
Profits.
the guy with the fiddle and naughties and all naughties and the playlist, and a lot of them with a fiddle. There's a lot of these bands have had a fiddle.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Consent, we do appreciate.
Yeah, we do appreciate consent on this.
Yeah.
Score.
Score.
3.5 to 1.5.
It's a beating. Barry, what do we do next? Reset the fucking hell.
Reset
Forget
those
it.
Reset those
ears.
ears,
Come on,
yeah.
Barry.
Reset the ears, mate.
I refuse to be controlled in such a manner.
Well, my ears, consider them reset, because I'm ready.
He's on it.
Better get this point now. Oh, what's space? Who's that?
Oh, fucking
Who's
hell.
it?
I don't know it, but I like it.
France, third one?
Sounds like transfer.
I can't. You had.
Is that Let You Know by Prima Volta?
No.
Barry?
Is
Who's
it,
the
is
band?
it it was Franz Ferdinand.
He was France Ferdinand.
No.
Oh.
wasn't.
Paralyzer, finger 11.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
11 what?
Finger 11.
Yeah, that was.
Do you know the best thing about 25-year-olds?
No. Yes.
There's 20 of them.
Yeah.
It's always...
No, that's just awful.
Yeah, but no.
I
I'm not saying
can't
about
con-
me. I'm saying about the fiddler from the last band.
Oh, yeah, he did
Right.
do a bit of fiddling, didn't he?
Right. Still 3.5 to 1.5. Reset those.
Set your ears.
Any old town stories before we start? No.
Not right now.
No. Okay, I'll hold it. Right. Go.
Blink 182, the rock show.
First day.
First day, yeah. First day, Blink 182, yeah. We'll have half each again.
Half an hour
Half
again.
each, fucking hell.
Nice, back to round numbers.
George is like only working around them. Boys, we've scored 4 now. That's not bad, is it? That's more than I thought we'd do.
That's really
right.
good.
It is alright.
Is it 4v2?
4-2, yeah.
4-2. So 5 is the
So if I had
magic number.
if I had Boulevard of Broken Dreams, I'd be.
It's 4-3.
Get this one.
You should. It's a winner, isn't it?
You
We
don't.
can end this silly game.
Really long. Who knows?
For the final time, then possibly reset those ears.
More to go.
Lincoln
Park
Park,
in the
none.
end.
None.
All
None.
I've done.
In the end.
You've done it.
Oh, Lincoln Park.
No, yeah.
Okay, thank fuck for that.
Did you get it in the end?
Well, he did. He got it. He whispered. He did whisper it in my ear.
He whispered it. Are we allowed whispering?
It's on my. You can get to hear it in the.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry didn't hear it.
Oh.
Barry
But he didn't hear it.
didn't hear it.
I'm taking the point.
This is, do you know what? This is exactly what happened in the Das Capitans episode where you lost the audio because you were losing. All right?
Yeah, you're very close to getting your
Was
audio
that
lost. Wipe the episode.
All right, 4-3, boys. Come on.
Fucking out. Reset those ears. I've had enough of that now, to be honest. Right, here we go.
30 seconds to Mars. The kill.
The kill. Ah, motherfucker. Well done. That was good. That was
Oh,
good.
we're drawing.
That isn't the full title of the song, though, is it?
The kill. Bury me. The kill. Open parentheses. Bury.
I was
Yeah.
going to say psychosocial by Slipknot.
Almost.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah. We actually had that around a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah,
And I went
yeah.
straight away psychosocial.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Of
So
course.
this is
Joe, I
this
can
is
believe
this
This
it.
is match
This is
point.
it.
Do you know what? I think whoever wins now is always good. If it's you, you're a virgin. If it's
Yeah.
us, you're talented.
Yeah, that's that, and that's the stakes.
I've actually enjoyed this game. We should play another round of this
It's good.
after the podcast ends.
In the car. On the way
In the
home.
car, right, yeah.
Singing songs.
I'll give you a call. We'll play.
Yeah.
So the loser is going to be publicly branded a sex offender.
Right.
No, again.
Ready?
Dakota Paramore.
Oh, yes.
Yes! Go on,
My
babe.
favourite song as well. Fuck!
What is it about these ambient intros?
I know,
Where
man.
it's
I
just
thought, it was
feedback,
I
you
thought the
know?
last one was Dakota.
Well done.
Barry, can we have
That
a
was
copy
good.
of that audio before?
Yeah, ASAP.
Yeah. Can you just put it on the memory
Oh
stick
no,
for
there's been a
us?
bug in the audio system. A mouse has chewed through the audio
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
What was it stake again?
No, it's apparently a sex offender. It really sucks.
Yeah, no,
It's really sad.
I hadn't planned to
dude.
do.
How are
I've
you going
heard
to take
this,
more
I've
recordings
heard
in
this.
schoolyard?
Well,
You
I'm
can't
not
go
going
near
to
them.
now, am
Yeah.
I?
Well, the thing is,
Now I'm on the list.
you've got to have consequences to this game, otherwise it doesn't work. And
The consequence is I have to carry on doing these games and podcasts
No.
as a loser.
they've got
How many
knocked
times
round.
have you lost before?
Oh, it's probably probably quite equal now with losing and winning. I thought so when I came up with the
Which one's taking?
it's not my concept, but I'm quite good at, as we like
You are
a
quite
lot of
good.
songs
It was-
I can quickly get in there.
He's
Very
lost more than
impressive.
he's won.
Yeah.
He's just been very deflective.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happened. But I thought I was going to be really good at it, and obviously then other people are better. So
It is 3 minds versus 1.
yeah, that doesn't help.
Two
Yeah,
and a half.
yeah.
That doesn't help. But still, I thought I'd be able to keep up with that, but I can't. See, Mario Kart is something that I'm trying to bring into the podcast because I'm going
Mario
to.
Kart. Yeah. Okay. Now, how long does the Mario Kart race usually go on for? It depends on what map you're on,
Yeah, and if I'm
what
smashing.
track
Does
you're on.
it go on longer than Rita at Alton Towers?
No, because that didn't go on very long. Okay, because honestly,
Did you
yeah,
enjoy Rita?
obviously no, you nip up to 60 miles per hour very, very fast.
Do you
Okay.
know what the speed is?
Quicker than your van.
It goes 60 miles per hour, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
but how quickly? How many seconds do you know?
It's 2.5 seconds.
It's 2.5 seconds.
2.5 seconds, and you're honestly, you feel it.
Bugatti Veyron.
It drew me foreskin back. Like that, honestly.
Why were you naked?
No, I wasn't until
Just
I
got
went
a parachute
up to
on
speed.
his knob.
Rita sucked your clothes
Yeah,
off.
He
honestly.
took his kimono off.
It was crazy like that. But like all good things, it ends too quick,
Yes, yeah.
and it was about 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Why is that too quick?
What a lovely depressing end to that story, to that anecdote.
Well, what was, I thought you got some beef about not handing out leaflets at Alton Towers.
Right, so we got some flyers made up. So advertising the old album. It's got a QR code on. They're pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're doing the gig on the day, the little party thing,
Yeah.
to sort of commemorate the fact we've done this, and we don't have to talk about it ever again. Yes, we are, George. Been booked in for fucking ages. Anyway, we've got leaflets to advertise it as well. I'll give you one.
Thank you.
Jack took some and was going to hand them out on Towers. Now, yesterday morning he confirmed the legality of this.
Yeah, well, no, that's the thing about the legality of handing out flyers when you're in a place like Alton Towers. I mean, I've heard from some people that it's illegal. Well, not illegal, they'll be on you for it, because the only thing you're allowed to advertise at Alton Towers is Alton Towers itself. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah, that's what I've heard. I don't know the truth of it. So I put in the group chat, I said, right, what's the legality on this? And he said, do it, as long as it's consensual. Yeah.
As long as you put it in their hand
Yeah.
and you're not like, hiding it in their backpacks or launching it at children or something like that, it's fine. Or
yeah.
just leaving them.
No,
But
yeah.
what, how many?
Yeah,
did
but when
hand
you
out?
said that, I thought the idea of me leaving leaflets in people's bags, just sneaking up and putting them in. Yeah.
It'd be funny.
It's fine if you just trigger like your penis. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't put it in people's backs
Yeah.
backpacks.
Yeah.
Don't just throw it at kids.
Yeah.
You say, "Would you like this?"
Yeah,
And they say,
would you
yes.
like this? Yes, and then you give
Whether
it
it
straight
holds
to
towels
them.
or
You give
just
it,
or in
you
the
give
car,
it to them
it's fine.
strong. You give it to them hard.
I agree
Yeah.
with that analogy. Just remember that
Yeah.
if they choose not to take
Yeah, but
it,
the
even if they've agreed
the
to
thing
take
is, what
it, they're allowed
happened-
to change their mind, Jack.
What
Yeah,
happened,
yeah.
Pete, is I'm frightened of roller coasters. I'm frightened of them.
Are you?
Okay,
Yeah, but you
so
weren't
I-
giving the leaflets to the roller coasters. They're not your target audience.
He was there. You know the person
Rita! Rita, take it!
yeah.
you hand your backpack over to.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just there giving leaflets.
Yeah.
In exchange for a band, then picking the same leaflet back up.
Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
read it? You
Did
didn't.
you take the leaflets in the end?
Yeah, the leaflets were there. It's
Yeah.
just I only gave one out, and that was to me, mate. So what I should have done is gone around, but like I said, I'm afraid of roller coasters. I'm frightened of them. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw all these roller coasters going here and there. Rita's going mental
Yeah.
in
yeah.
2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like, fucking hell. So I really wasn't in the right mind space to be handing out leaflets because I was shaking.
So did you know what Alton Towers was before you
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I knew what it
I'm
was.
assuming you bought a ticket and drove there.
Yeah.
So
I knew what it was. I knew what I was getting myself into, and I was like, yeah, it'll be all right. But when I was there,
Yeah, oh, mate,
crowds everywhere, all of this, there's weird music. The Smiler, it's got like, nee, nee, nee. I'm like, fucking hell. These leaflets were staying in. I was focusing on what's about to happen. I was scared. Okay? But I got on with it.
Yeah.
I got on with it.
Well, you got on with the Alton Tower side of it.
Yeah, the Alton
Yeah.
Towers, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What I actually went there, like the objective, something productive I could do throughout the day. That didn't happen.
No.
Okay?
You were too scared, so.
I was too scared.
Yeah.
Not scared of interacting with people, that's not the problem. It was the rides, they were imposing.
Right, okay.
They put
okay.
me down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to conquer that. By the time I'd conquered that, the park had
It's
closed.
time to go.
It's time to go.
So you okay with it now? Pete?
I'm alright with now.
Yeah.
I'm alright with now. I'm
So
just-
next time-
If we send you back next week,
honestly, I'll do whatever you want.
How many roller coasters did you go on? Was it just
I
Rita?
went on all the big boys.
Really?
All the big boys.
what's
Yeah.
your favourite?
My favourite, the Smiler, was probably my favourite. You do all these, there's 14 loops. 14 of them.
Yeah,
You're
that's
looping around, you're going here, you're
14
going
loops.
14 loops.
14 loops.
What you do is you have one of them and you have some of them. That's how many loops there
Yeah.
are.
This is a representation of 4 of the loops that were particularly naughty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was one of them. And that's also the ride that there was a terrible accident in 2016 occur, which makes it even more
Yeah.
Terrifying.
That's
But
where
that one...
woman
It
got
was more of a frown rather than a
yeah,
smile.
no one was smiling that day.
She got her legs
No.
done, didn't she?
Yeah.
Loads of money now,
Big
though.
fucking payout. Yeah.
Oh,
Sliced
yeah.
off though, weren't they?
Yeah,
Who's
now
the
she's
next?
smiling. Now
Yeah.
she's smiling.
How much
Yeah.
did she get? She got a few mil, didn't she?
Probably. I reckon you would. You wouldn't have to work again. You know what I mean?
I was going to say she went running all the way to the bank.
Skateboarding all the way down.
She saves a shit ton of money on shoes.
Yeah, half
Well,
off.
Yeah.
I just need the one. Do you reckon she has to buy them in twos? No, generally. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
that.
to be fair, I think so. Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Oh, she's listening. Oh, genuinely.
If you could email him.
No, I think
Let us know how you
this
like
is a
shoes,
topic that's been discussed before. You would have to buy a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
'Cause who's selling just one croc?
Yeah, that's it. Because what's going to happen to the other shoe?
Well, unless you get into like some sort of like.
It'd be
group
in
and have
a-
somebody like with a left amputee,
Yeah.
someone with a right.
It would be
Like
like
a Facebook page.
Yeah.
You've got
No.
the same size feet and
Yeah.
you paired
It'd
up.
be like
Or-
if you've lived in a council house for years and you want to change council house, don't you have to agree with someone else who has a council house to swap? And it would be a system like that,
Okay.
but with shoes.
No, just all you got to do is walk into like Shoe or something like that, and they always have one on display, don't they? So you just take that one.
Just take that one.
Fair
Right,
enough.
so you would just
You may
take
as
it.
well become a thief. You're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
yeah, as well,
yeah.
No, life's pretty shit. You may as well
Yeah.
become-
Leg it.
Or
Yeah.
get in a relationship with someone who's lost the other foot.
That would be the smart way to do it, but
Yeah.
life's
Or
not
just
always
take
that
your other leg
simple.
off, so you ain't got to buy any shoes.
There's
Well,
lots of
takes-
options
Wearing
there.
one dark and one stiletto.
Yeah.
Although you wouldn't because you only got one leg. Doesn't work, does it? Anyway.
It doesn't work at all.
No.
I'm enjoying this conversation.
So
but
you
I think
saying
it's not too-
if you
No,
saying
no,
if
we-
you no
we-
no no
we-
if he had one leg, he's saying he would go up to the display shoe and nick it.
Yeah.
You're saying you'd rob it.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get away?
Hop, clearly.
Zoom off on his
Zoom off.
on his abilities.
He drives a ped still. I just want people to know as well, particularly you two, that this isn't, and that he is always like this.
No, it's good. It's good content.
This
mate.
is
It's good.
It might be good content.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It must be difficult being in a band with, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
recording is a horrific.
No, when we were at his first recording studio, I remember this rug because he's moved house since then, so there's different studio. But he had this rug, and it was really lovely. And I used to roll around on it a lot, didn't I?
It was like having a feral cat.
You did used to roll around a lot on the rug.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're waiting for fucking hours for George to get his fucking take right, what are you going to do? You're going to end up rolling around on the floor. Do you know what I mean? Are you going to sit there? You can't look at your phone forever. You know what I mean?
It's get boring.
So there's a lot of rolling around on the floor on the rug. And a nice rug it was.
I think you need to get some new apps on your phone if rolling around on a rug is more.
That rug
more
is still
thrilling.
present in the house. It's under the coffee table now.
That's the problem. There's no room for rolling around on it.
So if I move the coffee table, you would.
Straight to it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like, oh, let's get to it. There'd be foreplay. You know what I mean?
And you'd come in, you make yourself a cup of tea.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Ooh.
Lay next to it first.
Yeah.
Lay next
Yeah.
to it. You sort of put his arm round
You
it.
do.
You hold your.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
then he's there.
Right this morning.
Totally.
Well, we have actually got a rug in here today for you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, if you can demonstrate
No,
how you roll.
it's not the same because his rug had a bit more. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? It had a bit of that.
Pushing for the cushion.
Yeah, it had more volume, I would say.
More volume?
More volume. He had a very
Right.
volumatic rug. Is that a word?
A volumatic rug.
Voluminous.
My favourite story about you, Jack, is that one time we played that gig in Leicester, and Curtis drove us home, and you were really tired, and you slept in the car on the way home. And when we dropped you off, you moved all your drums outside, and then proceeded to just walk into your house and close the door, and leave all your drums outside.
Nice neighbourhood.
Set up.
And we we drove off. Curtis was like, "I'm too tired as well.
Yeah.
I'm not telling him." And I don't know what ever happened to them, and I don't want to know.
No,
It's my favourite story.
I'll tell you what happened. They were there in the morning, and I put them in the
Oh,
garage.
so you left them out overnight?
Yeah, but like I said, it's an alright neighbourhood down there, so you can leave your drums out.
Oh,
I've left loads of things outside. Women.
Just to check. Still in there in the morning.
Yeah.
That's knocking.
You know what I mean? So that's it. It's the benefits of living in a nice neighbourhood. You can leave
Yeah, but
whatever
I
you
live in
want
like an okay neighbourhood, and I still wouldn't leave my like.
Yeah,
base.
the thing, I didn't do it on purpose. If I was very tired, I had to go to bed. I forgot about them. I think I'd had a few beers that day as well. So
Yeah.
the drums were left outside.
You'd said to many women, "Would you like to dance?" and then proceeded to do this to them.
Was it like-
One of them looked you up and down and said no.
Classic. Classic. Imagine. That's your game. Hey, would you fancy a little bit? No. That's how.
We've walked into a pub before where there's been what I can only describe as pensioner karaoke,
Yeah, yeah.
and Jack has immediately joined in.
Well, yeah, that's
Good laugh, though.
And found
Fair
himself
play.
a home.
that was so good. It's like I knew everyone in there, and I didn't. Not at all. No, basically, there was a bloke.
Gate
doing-
crash to karaoke.
No, there was a bloke doing the karaoke, and it was just putting YouTube on, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
karaoke
yeah.
songs with the YouTube, and it worked. Everyone in there, middle-aged, they were really enjoying themselves.
They were not middle-aged.
They were well middle-aged.
They were well past middle-aged.
Well, where's
I was gonna
middle-aged?
say, this is middle-aged. What was the...
Oh, actually, no, beyond middle-aged.
Okay, cool.
A bit
Yeah.
past middle-aged, quite past. Some of them were real beyond middle-aged, later aged.
Okay.
Do you know what I
The
mean?
one you went home with, how old?
Which one?
Oi.
The 14 or the 84.
Yeah, no, that was a good time. That's a pub in Leicester called the Fountain. Do you know the one? It's right near.
Near the
right,
shed.
It's across the road
Oh,
from
no,
the
the
shed.
shed. Yeah, no,
And
the shed,
every
yeah.
time we went there, we've been there. Well, only twice. You know what I
Every
mean?
time.
Every time we went there, I've looked across at the
Have we been there
fountain,
twice?
and
Yeah.
I've seen loads of these older folks, doing that. I'm
Waiting
like,
for you to come
oh,
back.
it's
So,
time. It's
when we-
time. So
when
I
we
go
played
out.
the shed, I'll tell you
Of course, yeah.
When we played the shed, he went to the fountain and joined this karaoke. Then we played the sound house a few months later, and all he was bang on about was, "I want to go back to the fountain." That was it. That's all
And we went to the fountain. We had a fucking good time.
we had a subway and we went to the fountain, so we
Oh.
appeased everyone.
Mm.
And then we played that
Where
gig.
was I?
Present.
Was I?
You were about.
Hungover.
Probably.
Building a
Garage.
That's the thing. I've never built a garage.
Just a dungeon.
I've built car storage facilities, but I've never built a garage.
That sounds like my garage. Just a car storage facility.
He invented a new thing. I've invented the car storage facility.
He charges more for that.
Yeah.
He charges.
I don't build garages. I build premium upmarket car storage facilities.
I've just built a food preparation room.
Oh yeah, we do them. We do them as well.
What is a car if it's not a garage? Please explain it. What's the difference?
Oh man.
One is a building that you park your car in.
Yeah.
Which one? Hang on. It's not helping, is it? What's the other one
That's
then? And the other one is what?
That's a garage.
Okay.
Right. And what are you building?
Um,
Fucking hell.
a roofed facility that you can park your automobile in.
Yeah, well, mate.
A garage.
That sounds a bit like
No,
garage.
are you not listening to the difference in
I'm not,
the
mate,
difference
no.
in
I say potato, you say
car storage facility?
Now, that sounds like a garage.
Is that Michael Caine? Has he finally come out?
Right, no, it's something or other. Anyway, it does sound like garage. Sorry, that was so funny, it made me cry.
We spoke about your own
Oh, I
times.
see- I
We've
see
spoken
what's
about
funny
your
now.
fucking garage building that you do, right? Even though it's car storage facilities. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Yeah, I've got a pressing question that I think we'll close it off after this. I'm guessing. How long will we be going on for? Oh. Barry's been playing. Barry's got a new game. That is called fucking Lights Out. It's from his childhood, and it makes no fucking sense. It's like you just got to make sure you got to turn all the lights off, and you press a button and more lights turn on.
Yeah.
You can't turn them all off. It's like there's logic to it. There's fucking no logic to it at all.
Is it like Minesweeper?
Fucking yeah, but
Yeah,
It's much
that's
logic as
that's
Blind
sort of
Sweeper.
Yeah.
Is it like a garage or like a?
Yeah,
storage
it's a
facility.
mine storage facility.
Oh, I
so
see.
Barry's paying no attention. He's just pushing buttons,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
and then more buttons come on for him to push. It's like bubble wrap.
gets lost.
Yeah. It's on Lights Out. Oh, there it is.
Man.
Headstockless guitars. It's pressing issue for me.
Right,
Do we like them? Or
No.
not? No, fuck no. Aren't they awful?
they're ugly.
What is-
Aren't they just...
Well, no, can you explain it to me? Because I'm
what
not
is
too...
headstockless
Yeah, Jules, is
Is this a
you know
guitar
where
that doesn't
you
have a
tune?
head?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
no head on it.
now-
So
now
it's just a
explain to
fretboard
me-
at the end.
Explain to me, because I'm not very well versed in guitars. Okay, so it's definitely a guitar. There's no head.
Yeah.
How do you tune it?
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Oh, the bottom.
All
Or
right.
the back,
On
I
the back.
suppose. Yeah. But yeah.
That ain't right.
No, it's ridiculous. Isn't
That's
it?
not right. Do you know what I mean?
It's essentially broken and it's
I
missing
feel like
it's missing a
there's
part.
two types of people that play them, and I think that it's people who are like into math core and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and playing 6/8 and maybe
14
something more complex than 6/8.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
really easy. Like, don't understand it.
I don't
Or
know.
people who have got no air.
Yeah.
It's just those, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the tech geniuses who animals as leaders, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Or people who have got
But they
alopecia.
make nice guitars and basses with headstocks.
Yeah.
In similar fashions.
Yeah.
And some people just go, well, just take the headstock off. They just don't look good. I
A
don't
case
like
is
them.
cheaper.
They're a bit of a 1980s thing as well. Like if you imagine the piano tie, and then a headstockless guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a
And
very
a
80s.
keytar
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've got a keytar.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you have got a keytar.
I've got a keytar and I vibe it.
Yeah, I had one. Which one have you got? Because I sold one. Mine was a black Casio one.
Oh, mine was the Alesis.
Okay.
Have you? Bring it up. Let's have a jam. I'm just joking. I know Thomas the Tank Engine.
Barry is always on the keytar. You can't stop.
He's just like,
Like,
Coming
what?
in for
It's
practice.
lights out or guitar.
Like
Yeah.
that and guitar. Sometimes both.
all right,
Yeah.
so I agree with that. There's something else there that
Well,
don't like
I
about
saw a band.
instruments.
One of the reasons I really don't like them is I saw a band not so long ago, and the bassists were playing a headstockless bass. As a bassist, I think that's awful anyway because I love the way a big bass headstock looks. I think it all looks great. And he turned up with his kit, dark glass, like really metal setup, and the band started playing. And it was like indie, and he's had this like really sort of like dark glass
Yeah,
tone.
oh.
and it just didn't, none of it made sense. To me.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I was just like,
I get
all I
exactly what
needed
you
there
mean.
was a left-handed drummer as well, and I'd have been like, this is what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
The music was alright, but it just didn't make sense.
What you were expecting that vibe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it
yeah.
just wasn't that.
Yeah, that's it. It's like pulling a party popper and nothing coming out. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah,
You're expecting
yeah,
and
yeah.
even if what comes out a little pop,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. You did it well.
Yeah.
Not what I expected. I was expecting something dark, something weird.
that's
Do
what
you know what I mean?
They had long hair. It was what I was just like, okay. This
Yeah.
is,
Yeah, that's it.
What's your view on backing tracks?
I go both ways of them. I think backing tracks can sound good because they fill the space out, especially if you haven't got many members on stage. For a backing track for my band would be sometimes helpful because there's only one bass and one guitar, so sometimes that might help melody. But I quite like it raw. I like just no backing tracks. I like hearing.
I
music.
agree with you. I too like it raw,
Yeah.
but
What about your backing tracks?
And the backing tracks.
yeah, I don't know. I've never really tried the backing tracks. He's kind of pushing for it,
Oh,
and I can see why it helps.
oh, George.
No, you.
You take the piss.
You love backing tracks.
Oh, it's me.
It's not
me
every
that's
time I
pushing.
see you're backing up a track. Do you know what I mean?
Don't you have to like use in-ears and stuff for doing all that?
Yeah, 'cause you would have
click tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
starts getting
it gets-
expensive,
it gets
starts getting
expensive.
complicated.
I think if you're using it to fill out, like
Yeah.
if you've got like intros to songs and stuff, and you're using it artistically
Yeah.
perfect.
I can see that
If
happening.
you're using it because
Lack of-
actually you can't sing it,
Yeah, exactly.
or the bass
Why
player
did you
can't
Why did you
play
gesture
it,
to me there?
because you're the singer. You can sing it. You're a very talented individual. It takes you 100 times to get it right, but when you do, it's perfect. But
It's
yeah.
easier just to get Reese back, isn't it?
it's easy just to get.
Reese and Oscar getting back.
Yeah.
Done.
Whatever happened to Oscar? He was really good.
Yeah, he had enough of being you know what it's like. It's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was doing his PhD and he was doing his mountain biking. He's doing.
Yeah,
he was doing
he's
lots
always riding the bike.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of stuff, and then he was like, what? He needed to give something up.
Do you ever
and
feel
the band-
disappointed that he left your band to go and start riding the bike?
Originally, yes. To be honest, originally I was like,
Yeah,
stop
but
doing
the
it.
thing
We were
is-
playing big gigs at the time.
Yeah.
Like the Junction, we were on, been on tour. We had good crowds, and I was like, is this really? But I get where he now. Upon reflection, I do understand where he came from.
Yeah,
Like, we
that's
listened,
it.
But then
And that's the stressful thing about it. You've got to understand that to do a band the way you want to do it will take a lot of sacrifice.
It does, yeah.
And some people just make that choice not to do it.
Yeah.
And at the time, it might frustrate you, but you got to be able to respect that.
Yeah, and we did, and we, I mean, I said this a couple of times on an episode, but he told us on the way back from tour, we just finished tour, we were already happy. Oh, doesn't tour gone really well? And he was like, yeah, I'm leaving. But
Yeah.
why tell us today?
I think that just shows you how much his head wasn't in it.
Yeah,
To
literally,
leave
yeah.
at
Yeah.
the biggest point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leave at that point.
Yeah.
It's like respect to it.
Yeah, and it's fair. I've got a very good relationship with him still. I still see him. We have he's
Yeah,
a great
good.
mate. It just wasn't for him anymore. And I've spoken to him since about other projects because I've been asked to do some bits and asked for guitarists, and he's really not interested.
No,
I've even offered him. There was a guy that asked me for a session guitarist or an only one, paid. No, he just wasn't.
He's
into
just
it.
incredible as well, isn't he? Like incredible
He's so good.
guitarist, like
Yeah.
unbelievable, but he just
Great
can't be
stage
asked with it.
presence.
It's like
Yeah.
Passion and
so
stuff
other,
like
but
that.
other people thinking, what a fucking waste.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
his head's not in it. So.
No, this is it. This is
And,
it.
and it's better to not be in it than to be in it.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah,
Yeah,
because then
yeah.
it starts resentment then.
course it
Because
does,
Then
yeah.
you just want people to be involved, get on with whatever the project is at the time.
Yeah.
And if his heart wasn't in it, then we wouldn't have been able to do this EP. So
No, that's true.
But
Yeah.
you four are all in it at the minute, are you? Are you all
Yeah.
in?
Currently,
Totally.
yeah. I
Totally.
mean, Curtis is doing his ambulance stuff.
Mhm.
He's in that
But,
at the minute.
but his heart
Vegan.
his heart's still in it, and that's the thing. It's difficult
You
because
gotta have
everyone's got their life going on,
Mhm.
yeah,
and like I said, you got to make that sacrifice.
Yeah.
And it is tough, but and it feels like the more involved we're getting in, the more demanding it's going to become.
no, but it is though, and
It will.
we had to have a few meetings as we were trying to progress the band about. We've just got to spend more time doing stuff
Yeah.
because I think that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons we do this. Is there's
Yeah.
there's a lot that you have to time and monetary wise you have to invest into your band to not even get anything back, just to have a nice time.
Yeah, yeah,
just to do
yeah,
like good
totally.
gigs.
It
You know?
becomes work
Totally.
otherwise, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It becomes work. I
But,
think that's
but
spot
the
on.
thing is, though, it also becomes work though if you constantly play crappy gigs and then you're playing to a few people, and then you start getting a bit disenfranchised by it. It's like we've started to be more selective on gigs because we want to make sure they're good gigs.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then I miss playing,
Yeah.
so it's hard to
Yeah, that's it.
find that balance. Because like we were talking in the Loonfest episode, sometimes now if you gig too much, you're seen as always trying too hard. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't be gigging so
Yeah.
much.
That's it.
Yeah,
You're always
companies go,
available.
"Oh,
Yeah.
Don't do that. Or why you're playing too much? You like what do we do? What do I? And
Yeah,
then it's
yeah, I want to play.
yeah.
Yeah,
Then
but
what's your TikTok presence like? Oh Jesus.
oh fuck yeah.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was actually quite like. Sorry to go on to talk about Eurovision. I didn't watch it. Was it good?
That was really good.
Oh,
good.
we watched June last night. Me and my girlfriend watched June instead.
June.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Dune.
film,
Dune.
Dune.
Is it Dune or June?
Oh, no,
It's
June.
June.
Like a
It's
sand dune.
June.
June.
You said
It's
it
June,
like
but
the
it's like
month.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, like
It's like garage and automobile.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that's really long, isn't it?
Yeah, it was really fucking.
A lot of sand.
Lots of sand. And
Lots
also
of sand,
ended,
and
I was
the
a bit
bit-
like, what's going on here?
How wormy does it get? Because I heard
No, not wormy enough.
Not wormy.
No, throughout the fucking times they talk about these worms.
The worms
Like,
c-
watch the worms. You see
the
it
worms are coming. The worms are coming.
You've got to wait for the sequel for the worms.
Yeah, oh great.
Oh.
I hope it's all worm. As I don't see any of the time.
It better
all
start
worms. It's been like,
I want all the
hey
types
Jim,
as
what
well.
you doing today? I'm just gonna go and worm some shit.
Yeah.
That's what I want June 2
Yeah.
to be.
I want a gummy worm. And I
Yeah,
want this worm.
yeah.
I want all the
Yeah.
worms.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
was- oh yeah,
Eurovision.
there was a country, one of the countries that did a song called 0.003, and it was the royalties you get, like the money you get per stream on Spotify.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really,
yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah,
Quite-
it was
quite
a good song
liked
as
that.
well.
I
Sad
didn't
didn't
know
do all right.
Yeah.
I did managed the winner of The Voice back in November when she
Yeah.
was doing a Christmas
You
sort of
managed
turnaround.
that?
Yeah, just on the road.
Just throw that in.
Just on the road.
Oh yeah, I just managed to
Just making sure she's in the right place, the right time, and all that
Yeah.
jazz. Easy gig, good coin. But yeah, it was the whole thing on The Voice was TikTok.
Yeah.
It wasn't about anything else. It wasn't about music. It became almost talent's irrelevant. If you're funny and you're good on TikTok,
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you're going to bring in more people. More people are going to see you. More people are going to buy your stuff. We're going to make more money.
Yeah.
That brings us back to what Face Radio is about.
So what are you going to buy into then in all of this? Because there's a fucking older band. We're not going to go near TikTok. That'd be fucking
We're not on
embarrassing to go near that. But I mean, we reluctantly do Spotify. We prefer Bandcamp, but listen to the podcast if Barry finds the audio.
Nice and Barry.
But yeah, what are you going to use in terms of social media? How far are you going to go? You are not going to go TikToking?
We'll use Instagram. We use Instagram quite a lot. We're not even that good on Facebook, are we? We're not on Twitter.
Yeah, because if we went on TikTok, they're going to make me dance. Okay.
You should have a TikTok.
I want
seriously, after meeting him today.
Is it?
Sold.
He really can dance.
You can
Let him
dance.
cook.
He really can
It's
dance.
Stevie Jack saying, "Did you want to dance?"
They'll
Yeah.
make me dance. It'll just be me dancing up the women. So,
It'll be
"Right,
you and Fred.
me and
Fred.
Fred. Ah,
You and
do you know about
Fred.
Fred? You will.
How the fuck
He's
would I
gonna-
know about Fred?
No.
Fred is your mate. I don't even know where Fred came
You
from.
don't, I think you meant Fred from YouTube back in the day.
No, not him. No, fuck no.
He's some guy that does some random promotional video for us. I'll show you one.
Please, yes.
We'll have a look. You
And
carry
you-
on while I find this video with
And
Fred.
you just randomly went to the beach with him the other day.
Yeah,
Well,
please.
no.
This is a grown man,
Oh,
and you went to the beach together.
Yeah, well, no, I work with him.
Grown consensual men can go to the beach together.
Well, that's true. It
You
was
work-
Jay
you
Wick,
work with him?
if you know about
Oh
Jay
yeah,
Wick.
because you made that really
Jay
full
Wick.
comment. Here you go.
Jay
I
Wick's,
recognise him.
Jay Wick's lovely.
Jay Wick's the worst place ever.
Can you send this to us and we'll edit this into the thing?
It's coming! It's coming! Prima Volta's debut album on the 9th of June. Pre-order now or you make Huggy Wuggy sad.
Can you dig
That is
Can
how
you
far
dig
we'll
it?
ever get with social media,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I want you to
Wow.
know that
Well,
that's
this
never
is-
being posted
this
anywhere.
is the kind of thing we're
And
working
so
on.
the guy's on day release, is he?
That's
He
not been
works
posted.
as Jack.
Not
It's never
even.
been posted.
Has it not been posted?
It will never be posted.
No, it
Who
will.
has the say on whether something gets posted then?
Normally me.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm going up making great content,
yeah, fair enough, yeah.
and now, and now you're
Jack,
just
you
shutting
start-
it down.
That's
Stop
been
me, you're
wasted.
hot.
That's never going to be shown other than on this podcast. yeah.
Well, no, I want to get it out there. Look, me and Fred want to get it out.
Listen,
All
Jack,
right.
if you'd have given out more than one fly yesterday, I'd consider it, right?
Oh.
But you were too busy
Mate,
riding.
I want that
Rita.
video, send that to me, we'll edit that into that clip so everyone can see that
All right.
fabulous bit of artwork.
I'll do that.
High vis coat, was that just for the video?
No,
or you-
we work together. We go doing dodgy stuff.
Okay.
So what do you actually do for work?
Dodgy vans for dodgy people.
That's not what you do for work.
What's strap
No, it's dodgy vans with dodgy people. No, the vans are fine. The people are dodgy, and
But
I'm
do
the
what
people
they
with
do.
Fred.
What
No, the people we go to, they're
What's your
not
job
dodgy. The
title?
vans aren't dodgy. Me and Fred might be considered
What are
dodgy.
you doing?
What's your job?
Well, just answer the
Tell you
question.
what we do. We do vans, don't we?
What do we do, Van?
We do them.
Fix them?
We get them done.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He gets them done.
Cut and shuts?
When it comes to vans, me and Fred, we'll get them done.
Blind the bloody doors off!
Monkey!
Yeah.
Do you remember when you once said you and Fred in a van, you must be the two lowest common denominators in a food chain that we just left, and they just put you in a van, and you got really upset.
I can't see why though. I can't see why he'd get upset.
After seeing that video, can you understand why he
I
said
just
that?
said he's a proper
Yeah.
bottom
Sorry.
feeder.
What? On that note,
Bless him.
Does
Bless
really
him.
not know what he does with vans?
I haven't got a clue what he
You
does
know
for a
it?
job. He's got a toilet in the back of his van that he occasionally
No,
turns up the
I
groceries.
think
Is there a cage in the back as
from
well?
what I can tell, he drops vans off. He drives all over the country and drops a van off, and when he picks it up again, it's filled with shit,
that usually happens.
like human
yeah.
shit. So
Fucking hell. Right, okay.
It's a good
That's the
job.
van chat.
Yeah. Now listen, I want to go smoking.
Well, we're about to close the episode, so you
Yeah,
can't
so
go
you-
smoking.
yeah, can you?
Wait a minute.
You don't decide when did.
no, I'll be honest. We've been here a while.
Mate, that's why I have
We've had fun.
How about you sit back and
Yeah.
let these guys
How about you just
conclude
sit
their
down and
job?
let them do their thing? You
You know
dopey
they
old
do this
mope.
for a living.
No, you know, we've come here. You've insulted Fred. You've insulted
We're
me.
insulting Fred.
You know what
Fred
I mean?
looks fantastic. We just don't know.
I just don't
What
understand
you
why.
do.
Who the fuck is Huggy Wuggy for a start?
Oh,
Huggy
Huggy
Wuggy.
Wuggy's like this weird, like,
Yeah, it's the weird thing.
game
that's the
thing
weird.
now that's come out. It's
Oh,
like,
is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's, like
yeah.
Oh, it's an
a
actual
horror
thing?
game.
It
Yeah,
is a
Huggy
thing.
Wuggy's a horror thing.
Oh right, I thought
I'm-
Fred had made it up.
Well, at least we know what Huggy Wuggy's job is. Do you know what I mean? We know what Huggy Wuggy does.
Well, it's just like the history of the band, deliberately ambiguous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like it.
Yes,
I
thank you.
like it.
We should have called the album that.
Deliberately ambiguous.
That
But
was-
it still
that's
has
actually a
no
good-
more time.
That's actually quite a good
Well,
It's
that's-
not a bad
yeah,
name.
There's
One
always-
last question. Chainsaws for arms or accordions for legs?
Accordions for legs.
Chainsaws for arms.
Accordions for legs.
No,
100%.
Yeah, I'd say.
Chainsaws for arms
Because
would be.
What they're so, it gets so annoying.
Do you know how busking would be so easy?
Do you know how easy my job would be? Doing property maintenance.
Oh
like
yeah, what,
chainsaws for arms.
Building garages.
car storage facilities.
That's a small part of what I do.
Do you want a garage build and Robocock turns up? You know what I mean?
Small part of what I do.
If you're building log cabins,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect.
Yeah. I just alter the business plan.
The bit-
Yeah,
But you could walk down the street with a hat, playing a little tune, and just pick up.
exactly. At least you'd be able to embrace your loved ones as well, because you can't with your chainsaw arms.
Yeah, but also I can't play the accordion.
Play the accordion.
I can't
You'd
play the
learn
accordion.
pretty quick.
So
Use a chainsaw.
yeah, I know how to use a chainsaw. I don't know how to play an
For that
accordion.
reason, he's choosing the chainsaw because I can't play accordion. You can't embrace your loved one.
Decapitates his dog every time he goes to pet it. Yeah, I can't play.
But I can't play accordion.
Yeah, but also, I'm not blind in this scenario. As soon as I go to hug a loved one or stroke a dog, I'll think, hang on, maybe I shouldn't with
Yeah,
this
but
great
exactly
big
what- Yeah,
There'll be
fucking
no
chainsaw.
accidents at all then. How are you
see.
going to get to a job? How are you going to drive?
How are you going to put your shoes on in the morning?
If I balance on them as they spin, I'll just like.
How are you going to pay?
I'll tell you what, no, hold on, I'm going to borrow you out a second, Jack.
Yeah.
Right, you've got chainsaws for arms, right? Put that hat on.
But the chainsaw's always
Yeah,
on.
Put that,
You can turn them on and off.
Yeah,
put that
okay
hat
then.
on and then pay for it.
You've not got elbows, mate. You've not got elbows. You've got chainsaws.
Look, good effort. It'll take a bit of
Whoa, where you put your chainsaws?
They're off.
Imagine that.
They're off.
Changed your
We're
mind.
hungover in the morning. Oh, you know what? I fancy. Ah!
Yeah.
Like I say,
that kebab
I don't
came
want to
from?
live. I don't want to live in a world where I can't even play my own leg. So you know.
At least you'll be able to
Oh,
play
the
some.
accordions. I've just been giggling all the time.
Yeah, no, it would be accordion legs, wouldn't it? Totally. Because it's less pressure.
Walking down the street.
Okay, alright, I'll give you one more before we wrap up. Real
Alright,
quick one.
right,
It's a bit naughty though. Right.
Oh god.
If you were an inch in your mum,
We're not doing
Oh, no,
that.
I've got the answer. No, I've got the answer to this one. You're an inch in your mum,
And your
and
dad's
your
an
dad's
inch
an
in
inch
you.
in you.
Yeah.
what
Do
way do
you
you
push
move?
back or do you go forward?
get
I've got the answer.
What's your answer?
You hop, because that way everyone comes.
You hop.
You hop.
What do you
No,
mean you
I'll
hop?
let you unpack that in the next episode.
What do you mean?
Right.
We'll unpack that another time. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Where
having
do we
us.
find
Thank you for having us.
You can find us online, Prima Volta official or Prima Volta band, whatever it is on the day. We change it every now and then.
And if
Excellent.
no one gets back to you on their McDermott Property Services,
Services.
And you've got an album out on.
9th of June album comes out, and then the release show at Stamford Voodoo Lounge on the 9th as well. £5 tickets because we're cheap as anything.
Excellent.
good value. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
it's out
It's good
before
value.
That happens. Thank you for watching. Follow us on at the Nerve Pod. This is Simon. Follow him at Das Capitans.
Is that not Matt?
Oh, sorry. This is Matt again. Is that hello, Matt? All right. Obviously, with at the Nerve Pod, we're at here we aren't here _we_aren't. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
goodbye.
Cheers, guys.